I know this may come as a shock to many of you. I know that many of you might find this hard to believe. I'm finding it hard to believe myself. But the Australian Greens Party has been labelled racist by one of their former politicians. Earlier in June, Senator for Western Australia Dorinda Cox spectacularly defected from the Greens, who sit somewhere near the extreme left, to the less extreme Labor Party. As a Greens senator, she hosted LGBT events. I don't think she's gay, as she has children, but what do I know? The blurb for one such event stated, "Join Senator Dorinda Cox, she, her, for a free event as she hosts Senator Janet Rice, she, her, Greens spokesperson for LGBTQIA+ issues, Greens WA Senate No. 2 candidate River Clarke, they, them, and Auntie Esther Montgomery, First Nations LGBTI." I feel like that's supposed to be regular English, but I have my doubts. Here's a photo of her earlier this year, 2025, with some fellow activists, simply titled, "January 26, Day of Mourning 2025. January 26 is supposed to be Australia Day, a time when you would expect our politicians to celebrate this great nation. However, as this image suggests, some are instead focused on the history of British invasion and colonisation, the dispossession of land, and the ongoing trauma experienced by Australia's Aboriginal inhabitants. In the photo, there's also an individual wearing a Free Palestine shirt and a Palestinian scarf. I'm not sure what that's got to do with Australia Day, but if you hate Australia, why not? And now Senator Cox is speaking out against her former party, with the ABC reporting, Dorinda Cox accuses Greens of racism in scathing resignation letter. In the leaked letter, she wrote, "In my experience, the Greens tolerate a culture that permits violence against First Nations women within its structures. In this respect, the party is deeply racist." She refers to an alleged encounter in 2023 at Perth Airport between her and the former leader of the Black Greens, Tajanara Goring, where she alleged she was physically grabbed and shaken by Dr. Goring. Dr. Goring denied she assaulted the senator, asserting that she only touched Senator Cox on the forearm to say hello. In the recent resignation letter, Senator Cox wrote, "My reports to the party and parliamentary workplace services range from being assaulted at Perth Airport by a party member, which was ignored. Indeed, I was advised not to report it to police, to incidents involving my staff." She also referred to the Greens as having a toxic culture, referring to a specific encounter. "Recently, my children were approached by a former staff member who had publicly made serious allegations about me at a Greens event. This type of mobbing made its way into moderated online meeting chats." Last year, she was accused of bullying, with SBS reporting, Dorinda Cox has been accused of bullying by multiple ex-staffers. Despite this, she wrote in her resignation letter, "I have faced an unremitting campaign of bullying and dishonest claims over the last 18 months. I am not and have never been a bully. I do not perpetrate it." Last week, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese claimed that the bullying allegation had all been dealt with, and Senator Cox's values were perfectly consistent with the Labor Party. However, the ABC reported that a former Dorinda Cox staffer was offended by the PM's comment that the complaints were dealt with. Ex-Greens Senator Lydia Thorpe claimed last week she still had an active bullying complaint against Senator Cox, which has remained unresolved for 3 years. Green Senator Sarah Hanson-Young said that the honourable move for Dorinda Cox would be to quit Parliament, but I'm pretty sure that ain't going to happen. She loves the power too much. And of course, Greens leader Larissa Waters has denied all allegations of racism and bullying, with her office stating, "The Greens are an anti-racism party, and pushing a senator to take complaints seriously is not bullying." With accusations of bullying, racism and a toxic culture, it seems dysfunctional might be another fitting word for the Greens.